Some of the dunks Collins can pull off are just awesome.
Here's Booker on the take.
And I'll tell you what, this young man is known for his shooting. But make no mistake, Devin Booker is an all-around scorer. He has a chance to really be one of the elite players in this league. He's got a lot in his bag.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. To the middle. Here's Collins. Here's Young. And the layup is good off the glass. Young's got 8 points. And with the league going 3 crazy, Devin Booker is cutting down his attempts from long range the last few seasons.
And I love that he's doing that, B.A. He's attacking the rim but also very comfortable in the mid-range. He just does a really good job of taking what the defense gives him. I love how he can mix and match his ability to score. And, of course, he takes advantage of those opportunities.
Atlanta with the ball, following the score by Phoenix. And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Here's Bogdanovic. Shot clock at 5. The Hawks need to get one up here. It's good.
Look, they're not going to play a perfect game, but so far they are 5 of 5, and the D has to be concerned.
Outside Booker. The 3. Rebound Atlanta. And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That's foul number 2 for him. 1:53 left in the first quarter of the game. There's the drive. Pass to Capella. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Booker with it. Guarded now by Williams. And there's the foul. It's on Lou Williams. That's his first foul.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Here's Booker. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And Paul gets it to go.
Now, Booker is a special offensive player, can score, and starting to show his playmaking.
Outside, Williams. Outside, Herter. Shot clock at 6. Nifty move. It doesn't go for him. Booker with the defensive effort. The Suns trailing. With the drive. And Booker with the jam.
And Booker taking a little bit of it out on the rim that time.
Outside, Williams. Stolen by Ayton. Steps back. It's Bridges on the wing. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. Bridges has got 5 points.
Bridges confident right now, and I like to see him just be quick with those kind of decisions.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And the slam dunk by Capella.
And when the time is right, Capella can get up there. Great job rising up for the bucket.
Back to Booker. Outside Paul. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. He gets it up. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. The Hawks on top, up 3. And the second quarter. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead of the second quarter. And from what we've seen from the Hawks, what's your take so far?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
And last year, in just his second season, Grant, Mikal Bridges already becoming one of the Suns' most impactful players.
Yeah, B.A., I really like this young man. Bridges is delivering on his promise as a lockdown defender. He's also doing a really good job of his ability to get to the rim and finish with great frequency. He's got a really bright future.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
John Collins grew up in a military family, his parents both serving for decades. He said, quote, there were a lot of guidelines and regulations. It gives you discipline. And one thing the military shows you is that you're fighting for something bigger than yourself. I think that translates on the court. Guys, invaluable stuff.
I think so, too. Thanks a lot, Allie. Good stuff there. Well, Grant, there's always a lot of chatter about officiating, and usually not in a good light. So you tell me, what do you think qualifies as a well-officiated game these days?
You know, B.A., that's an interesting question. I think first and foremost, the job of officiating in the high-speed action of the NBA is incredibly difficult. But the bottom line is, we in the NBA have the best officiating in all of professional sports. 95% of the time, they get it right. A few times they may get it wrong, and we tend to dwell on that. But by and large, these are the best, in my opinion.
From downtown, offensive rebound. Takes the three, and Galloway pulls it down.
One player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Oh, can't tie it up as that one misses. Left side, Young. Collins outside. Pass to Okongwu. Good work defensively by Kaminsky. Here's Phoenix. They've only given up 2 points this quarter.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
That one drops. He ties it up.
Well, the activity and the defensive energy is something that this team relies on coming from Torrey Craig, an unknown player out of upstate in South Carolina. He has become a very much valued rotation player. Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. And you talk about the energy of Torrey Craig, Brent. As he describes it, says he plays on his front foot.
Yeah, I love that terminology, B.A. It's about steals, blocks, deflections, offensive rebounds. All those little hustle plays seem to be his bread and butter.
Ice Trae. You know, what's amazing to me about Trae Young is his accomplishments early in his career. The statistical feats he's pulled off this early in his career, wow. We've never seen a young player do what he's done. And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
The Hawks trailing. There's Young with the three. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Well, to your point, those amazing stats that Young has put up, some of it is the era. Nevertheless, it's impressive.
Great point. I mean, Young was the first to have 15 assists and 5 threes multiple times in a season, and was the fastest to 350 made three-pointers, beating Lillard's mark. Now, of course, those might seem like cherry-picked stats, but Young's beating out some big names early in his career to reach those marks.
Pass to Craig from the arc. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
And Young gets it to go.
Pretty much poor defensive effort there. You have to get a hand in his face when he's spotting up from distance.
Pass to Kaminsky. 46 seconds left in the half. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
And that one's good. Young.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Into the lane. And Young with the block.
How about that? Trae Young with a block shot.
Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And here's Paul. Pass to Crowder. The 3. Nails it from 3. Crowder's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
This is why you love Chris Paul running your offense. Just move without the ball, find some space, and the ball will find you.
And the first half comes to... Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Here's Young. He's got 22. This one for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Crowder goes in. Outside for Booker. Can't get it to drop. And it'll be the Hawks taking it the other way. Going inside. Here's Young. Pass to Capella. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Capella's got 8 points.
So unselfish there. Young doing a good job of finding the open man.
Now here's Paul. It's Booker on the wing. Launches a 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
You know, Grant, you watch Devin Booker, constant motion. How much does it take out of you as a defender chasing a guy like that around?
Oh, man, you better bring your lunch pail to work. When you have to guard Booker because he is constantly moving. It's exhausting, but ultimately it's a team effort to try to defend him. The thing with Booker, it's tough to take him out of his comfort zone. You can't just play physical. He embraces the contact and will use that against you.
And something not many folks know about you, Grant, you're a terrific piano player.
Oh, B.A., terrific? Oh, you're very kind in that. But yes, I can play the piano. I took piano lessons growing up as a child. I hated them. My mother made me take them. I did quit once I got into high school. And now, later on in life, I love to play the music. I can't walk by a piano without sitting down and playing. And I'm wishing that I had stuck with it and I didn't quit back when I was 13 years old. But it's one of my great passions and hobbies and something I enjoy doing very much.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Coach Monty Williams has really revitalized the Suns. Devin Booker said the culture's different. You could feel it in the air. It started with Monty. His voice travels. We all believe in him. He believes in us, and it's contagious. Guys, it's so important to have that buy-in.
Can't do it without it. No doubt. Thanks, Allie.
Getting out! Wow! What a play!
Ayton up there just to drop it in and take some of that rim with them.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now.
He was terrific shooting the ball in the first half, but he looks a little bit slower out there, possibly leg tired here in the second half. He'd love to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
Young with it, now guarded by Ayton. From behind the arc. Oh, rejected by Ayton. 5 on the clock. There's Young with the three. Kept alive. Here's Capella. And the slam dunk by Capella.
Refusing to give up on the glass, Capella truly works for his rebounds.
.146 left in the third. Pass to Bogdanovich. And then Bogdanovich with the dunk.
Serbian shooting guard showing that he has the ability to get up.
The Suns trailing. Here's Paul. Crowder left side. Off the mark there with a three. Outside Bogdanovich. Knocked loose. Young from long range. And Ayton pulls it down.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Back to Booker. Yep, that one's good.
And from the mid-range area, they've been the more effective team.
Here's Atlanta now. And the Hawks call time here.
And one thing I've learned through the years is no matter the situation, there are always adjustments you can make.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his right mindset to carry it out.
.44 seconds left in the third quarter. Collins a screen. Beyond the arc. That shot is off. Now the Suns take it the other way. Paul for three. Bridges outside. Pass to Paul. Back to Bridges. 6 on the shot clock. Banked it in off the glass. And it's a 3-point Phoenix lead.
Bridges showing off his athleticism. He's able to get in there at full speed and still score.
Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Yeah, it's almost like he's playing with the...
And that'll do it for the third quarter. The Suns on top, up 5. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Outside Paul. Driving to the basket. Knocks it down from distance.
Looks like they're gaining some confidence here in crunch time.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor.
Here's Williams. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Such a dynamic scorer, inside, outside, it really doesn't matter. Lou Williams is a huge threat to score, especially coming off the bench.
timeout. The Suns leading. Paul with it. Shot from 16. He gets it in there.
Just love to see Chris Paul operate in that area. Slows himself down. Great balance. That's one of his many strengths.
Right side, Williams. Off target from three-point range.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Here's Collins. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Pretty good body control from the big man as Collins stays focused on the rim.
Outside Paul. Bridges outside. There's the three. It's hauled in by Herter. The Hawks trailing. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Well, Grant, you look at the role that John Collins plays on this team. He's everything you could possibly want from a modern power forward.
And B.A., he really is. He's hyper efficient with his touches both at the rim and outside on the perimeter. Of course, he gives you everything you want from the position and does it extremely well. Still incredibly young, and the upside is through the roof for Collins.
Pass to Bridges. Fires for three. Atlanta with a rebound. And here is Williams. And they pick up two.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Outside Paul. Bridges with it. Three-pointer. Fires in the triple. And the Suns lead by 4.
And Bridges elevating his game. Woo!
Outside, Williams. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And what sets Lou Williams apart right now is his confidence. This guy is a gunner who comes in and believes that he's going to score. He often does.
Ayton with a screen. Pass to Bridges. Back to Booker. Now here's Crowder. Outside Paul. Right side Booker. It's stolen by Bogdanovic. In transition, here they come. Hunter, good.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
Yeah, just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
Here's Bridges. Misses the three.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Bogdanovic. And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. A minute 39 left in the fourth. Outside for Booker. Pass to Bridges. Three-pointer. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
This is what it's been since halftime. remarkable results from downtown.
They're pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Back to Capella. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Man, the defender really went after him.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Boy, this lead is razor thin.
Yeah, B.A., there's a chance to extend that right here.
Bridges outside. From outside the arc. They got the rebound. Back to Paul. For 3. The shot, no good. And it'll be the Hawks taking it the other way. Outside Young. Collins a screen. Young with it. Now guarded by Crowder. Count it! And that one brings them within 1.
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Now Booker. Phoenix calls timeout. They're leading by 1. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. That'll be a 5-second call.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Outside Young. And he drills the triple.
That's an important bucket. Now they have to guard the perimeter tight. No threes at all.
To the inside. For the tie. Hey, rejected by Capella. So it's a narrow victory for the Hawks, pulling it out for the W. And this was an emotional win for them, no doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. You love how they just diffuse the energy in this arena.
This is the last time. Oh no. Hate to say that I feel like it might be the time for us both to move on. You know me, don't know me, I'm not the same man that you loved from before. Stop holding on to our past life, I'm not the one you want. I told you that this ain't like last time, you better just keep me out your thoughts.
Perfect. Yeah, we gotta get it. Tell the coach to give me minutes. Don't complain on why we living. They don't like on why we winning. Yeah, I flip it, do my dance and gotta get it pretty. Cause I'm a Christian, he the Rizzy, yeah, he did it. Yeah, gotta get it. Tell the coach to give me minutes. Don't complain on why we living. They don't like on why we winning. Yeah, I flip it, do my dance and gotta get it pretty. Cause I'm a Christian, he the Rizzy, yeah, he did it. Yeah, they liking how I'm living. I've been praying hard, but I've been praying like a Christian. I just need my minutes to opponents, gotta get it. Swept because my team, they always win it. I've been making moves like we on. Throwing hate, but I'm mad at all. We said I'm blessed, about to grab it though. Yeah, see me doing good, but I just like to go. They want beef because they rapping, not afraid to make it happen. Pray to because they am a satyr, I'm acting. Try to like you my captain, put my mom side. Imagine I got bombs, but they can't have.
I'm Brian Anderson at the table with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. Go. And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. to the paint. And we're going to have a jump ball. And these teams both looking to run some of their offense through the post. All right, Brent, who's the best post scorer you ever saw?
Well, the one that comes to mind first because he was so unstoppable was Shaquille O'Neal in the post. But the best post scorer I ever saw in terms of footwork was Hakeem Olajuwon.
Count it.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
For three, Covington hits the trifecta.
Head up, scanning the floor. Lillard makes a terrific feed. Great point guard play from him that time.
Pass to Anderson. Back to Morant. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
Lillard fires away from way outside. He's off on that one. And Memphis taking it the other way now. Morant with it. Pass to Valanciunas. Oh, deflected. 5 to shoot. Here's Morant. And he makes it on the layup. Morant's got 6.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
McCollum on the left side. Yes, great play by Lillard to set it up.
Just so hard defensively to stay after McCollum. He can be elusive, and then he can score from... How can you fly?
Impressive!
Wow! Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? For three, here's Lillard. The Grizzlies pull it in. Here's Morant. No good with a layup.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Here's Powell. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls.
Nice bounce pass. That's just good fundamental basketball.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Yusuf Nurkic picks one up. And he makes the first. And you know, Grant, it's amazing to think that coming out of high school, Morant wasn't even ranked by the major recruiting services.
And what's really funny is that his college team, Murray State, actually discovered him by accident. One of the team's assistant coaches went to a camp to see a different player. Of course, Morant fell in love with the school's community during his visit and committed on the spot, canceling his official visit to South Carolina.
First one falls for him. The Grizzlies making a switch here. So he gets them both. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Up top, Morant. 12 points for him. Missed it. 5 for 7 from the field.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Back to McCollum. From deep. He drops it from range. McCollum's got 6.
Just so good off the pass. McCollum set up and ready at all times.
Here's Morant. Driving in. Ooh, poked away. McCollum with a steal. Right side, Covington. Here's Simons. Off target from outside. Memphis trailing here. Now here's Morant. Pass to Valanciunas. Back to Morant. Shot clock at 6. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And he knocks down the first one. And Morant drops them both. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Anthony. And he drives in. The second effort. McCollum's shot is off. Here's Tillman. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 5. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range. Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Grizzlies out in front. They lead by 3. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
A nice shot by Lillard.
And defensively, you like to try and run Lillard off of that spot because, man, he gets it going out there, he's going to hurt you.
Jones up top. And there's the lob. And the dunk by Jackson.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. The shot off that time. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Outside for Brooks. Three-pointer. It's not going to go for him.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Boy, last season, a long year for Nurkic. Give him credit, though. After a long road to recovery, he finally made it back to participate in the bubble.
Yeah, it's interesting, B.A. Nurkic was just about to return before play was suspended. But as you said, he was able to get back out on the court and play really well for Portland in the bubble. So I think he'll be good to go this season. He should be well rested and have great confidence after his stint in the bubble in Orlando.
Foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's on Norman Powell. All right, Grant, looking around the league right now, is there anyone who stands out as being vastly underrated?
Wow. There are a few, but one player that I really like is Bam Adebayo. Now, we know he made the All-Star game last season, and rightfully so. But I think his impact on the floor defensively, his athleticism, his playmaking ability, and his ability to knock down the mid-range shot and finish at the rim is very, very underrated. I love this young man's game, and he has a bright future in front of him.
Makes everybody better, too.
Exactly.
And the Blazers making a change here. So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
And for him, that is an ugly trip to the line. Rarely do you see him do that.
Good work defensively by Brooks.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brandon Clark, the 21st pick in 2019, has made an immediate impact. He describes his game as vicious, adding, "My motor's always going. I'm a high IQ player, but my effort is always going to keep me on the court." Guys, his explosive athleticism unlocks that hustle game.
Yeah, he is special for sure. Thanks a lot, Allie. First free throw is good.
Very much a feel-good story around the NBA as Carmelo Anthony, who was out of the league for some time, got a phone call from the Portland Trail Blazers. Once he joined the team, it didn't take long for him to show up and show that he was still capable of putting points on the board.
Outside Jones. Back to Brooks. Well, Melo looking to end his career terms. That's a big part of his return, Brent.
Aren't we all, B.A.? But for Melo, I mean, there's no doubt. The guy can score the basketball. It's all about fit. And is he the kind of player that could fit on a roster like this? I think Portland saw just enough good things that it worked out.
And the Grizzlies with some changes.
C.J. McCollum, so consistent, so sly, and so skilled at scoring the basketball. I mean, he literally can pull up anywhere on the floor and gives you massive production from that 2-guard or wing position.
Portland trailing here. Fires the 3. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
We've got 1:48 left in the first half. For 3, Allen gets the 3 to fall. Allen's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And with McCollum and his consistency, it's not just game to game either, Brent. It's year to year.
Yeah, you look at the numbers, B.A., over the last 5 seasons, and they look pretty identical in terms of scoring, rebounding, assists, shooting percentage. You know as a coach what you're going to get from C.J., and it's a comfort.
Morant with it. He's picked up by Lillard. Here's Morant. Over to the left wing. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Oh, that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Memphis leading. And it's Morant off the drive. And then Morant with the dunk.
Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And Allen gets it to go.
I just love the ball movement. giving up a lot of points in the paint. That's something they have to address here.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Pass to McCollum. Here's Simons. Now here's Powell. The shot to stop the run. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Here's Morant. Up and in on the layup. Morant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Hey, so we conclude the first half. Grizzlies out in front. They lead by 11. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Oh, stolen by Morant. Out to the wing. Well, Grant, you grew up no stranger to professional sports. Now, your dad had a distinguished career as a running back. How'd that help you become an NBA player?
Well, aside from the fact that my dad told me to shoot my free throws and use the backboard, it really did help a lot, Brian. At a young age, to be around the game, in the locker room, on the sidelines, to understand what it means to be a professional, how hard you have to work, the dedication, the sacrifice. Having seen that and experienced that as a child, I think really helped me understand what was necessary and what needed to happen in order to become a professional basketball player.
Hey, and shout out to Calvin for sticking with the fundamentals, too. Jacks up a three. And McCollum, good for three. McCollum's got 9.
Lillard becoming better at staying patient, knowing that at any point in a possession, he can take advantage of somebody. That time he found the open man.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
Oh, yeah, his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
And you know, Grant, for Valanciunas, you have to wonder how it felt getting traded midseason from Toronto to Memphis. That was the trade for Gasol. And then seeing the Raptors go on to win it all. That was tough.
Yeah, B.A., you kind of feel bad for him. I mean, he spent his entire career in Toronto. Yes, we know it's an unfortunate part of the game, especially since he wasn't given a championship ring. But that is the standard operating procedure. But you still hate to see it go down that way.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. The drive by Brooks. That one falls. Brooks has got 6 here in the quarter.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
And that one good. The Grizzlies on offense. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Now Anthony. Outside Covington. Lillard outside. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. He's got 11.
Well, he can create his own shot. He can spot up off the ball. Lillard can torch your defense any which way.
Outside Jones. The three is up. Lillard pulls down the board. And so here's Portland. They trail by 14. Left side Jones. Pass to Brooks. .144 left to play in the third quarter. And he gets it to go.
Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Here's Anthony. And the layup is good off the glass.
bully ball in action as Melo gets himself way deep into the paint where he knows he can score.
And there's the call on Dillon Brooks. That's his first foul. Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation.
Ooh, talk about a way to deflate the team.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
So it's Portland now. It's a 14-point game. Out to Powell from behind the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis. For three, Allen. The shot that time not on target. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Powell outside. Anthony outside. Pass to Simons. 6 to shoot. Portland again missing.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's Melton. 4-3. Powell pulls it in. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Anthony. And Valanciunas over to help. Here's Simons. Allen defending. And the ball out of play. The Grizzlies will have it.
That's just poor communication between those two. The passer has to make sure his teammate is established, and the teammate has to know the pass is coming. See, that's communication.
Here's Valanciunas. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. It's the Grizzlies. And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Memphis with the ball. They led by as many as 18. Pass to Allen. Good, and the setup by Morant.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Right side Morant. Now Brooks. Kept alive. Outside Morant. Back to Brooks. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Morant. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Portland with a rebound.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Driving inside. It's good. And he
hold my control my breathing. I just this evening it's a fact. I sit and do my like how'd I get this off a rap? I rapped his jewelry, hit the floor. Is he alive? I can't be sure. I can't be right anymore. I ran the light, I went to court, I stood there calm, I'm not distraught. You saw the M, you saw the sport, don't ask me why, it's what you thought. Hold my control my breathing, I just this evening, hold my control my breathing, I just this evening, hold my control my breathing, I just this evening, hold my control my breathing, I just this evening.
Who can top I? I'm not nice, one eye closed, I'm Popeye. Tracksuit, but I got never wear top man, but I wore top guys. Doing up Virgil, before Virgil, racks in the shoebox, made money. Behind enemy lines, I'm offside, up in the studio, finding a melody. I got the bird, cool P, what you telling me? Went to the club and to find me a melody. She kept on telling me she ride with energy. She got a BF, don't care for the I told her just do it, babe. Why are you telling me? She came with sicker than I came with remedies. Pay for the Uber, back to my enemies. I'm this, I don't need sound checks, I got the gift. Went in the room, did a 1 and a 2, and I'm leaving them.
It's the Los Angeles Clippers and the Los Angeles Clippers. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his first foul. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said.
With his developing handle, Leonard now has defenders at his mercy when on the bounce.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Now, here's George. Bucket is good.
Paul George finding some ways now to be effective on the inside.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
When you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor, I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George. Yeah, I didn't think there was a pass available there for Paul George, but he spots that small crease, he fires the ball through it, and he gets it to his open man.
Morris, no good.
Not sure how he finds himself. It's so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Batum brings the double team. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You too.
In the corner, George with it. 6 to shoot. And George with this stuff.
Sweet finish from Paul George there. I like to see him get up to the rim like that.
Leonard on the wing. From deep. Tries again. Leonard on the wing. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's George. And George with this stuff.
Oh, and this is some serious showmanship. Loving that tomahawk right there.
Greg, he came with force, and that's not just about getting 2 points. That was sending, I think, a message. A shot by Batum, no good. George looking around. In the corner, it's Morris. Back to George. Kicks it out to Leonard. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
And we've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips. Both those turnovers could have been avoided.
So both teams making some changes here.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
And the rejection by Jackson. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. .124 left here in the opening quarter. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Outside for Batum. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Clippers.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. There's a minute left here in the first quarter. Clippers leading by 3. Jackson drives in, and that one drops for him.
And with a quick first step, Jackson remains a threat to drive on any defender.
Pass to man. Picked off in midair. Here's the break. Jackson with it. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Leonard, no luck. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 7-point differential. Here's Mann. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. To the right side. Pass to Zubac. Here's Leonard. That one wide left.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Back right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
The defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, we've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time. Guys are hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks.
Yeah, he couldn't connect on anything from outside in the first quarter, but now he's hit 2 threes in the second quarter, and he looks much better.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a Finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons. Goes there, wins the MVP and a championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story. Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
The drive by Rondo. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Clippers leading by 5. And George with the stuff.
What great body control there. George, tremendous athlete, takes the hit, and he makes that one count.
Los Angeles making a switch here. For Los Angeles, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Nailed from three-point land. George has got 11.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Outside Leonard. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. The Clippers grab the miss. And here's George. 11 points in the game. Morris, no good. It's stolen by Morris. Pass to George. Takes it inside. And the rejection by Zubac. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. It's George on the wing. Outside, Batum. Clippers moving the ball around. And the Clippers miss again. Los Angeles leading by 5. Here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, Paul George, look out. Hammers that one home.
Out left to the wing. Outside, Batum. Jackson down low. Outside for George. Just 5 to shoot. And George with the stuff.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. We've got 1:18 left from the first half of basketball. For Los Angeles, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
And he ends up missing both free throws.
That's a strange trip because typically he's pretty much money from there.
Here's George. Drops in the layup for 2. And now just a 3-point Clipper lead.
Feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
And that's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play. And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
The Clippers shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And Leonard has it in the corner. From outside, off the mark.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
And he gets the bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Pass to George. "15 seconds left to play in the first half. Out to the right wing. Here's Leonard. Driving the lane. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
What an advantage it is to have someone like Leonard. Everyone knows the shot clock is running down, but they also know that he'll get up a good shot either way.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. He got to double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We come back right after this. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Clippers trail by 10. Takes it out to Leonard. Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Leonard with the ball. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Outside Jackson with the drive. The three from Morris. That one misses. And the Clippers will go the other way with it.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Leonard. Excellent D there from George. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson.
Like a booming Mercedes and on the beaches will be on my pinky. Yeah, she be sleepy, I be creeping, secret keeping, peeping, money sweeping, then we leaving back to thieving. Yeah,
always working hard, I just got it in my jeans. Think so much, I think my brain is burning calories. I'm mostly quiet, but I'm always wildin' when I. To you it's fantasies, but to me it's just last week. I don't never stress, none of that from yesterday. At 9 I got a date, told her that she could pick the place. Don't tell me what to say, this is night and day. I thought we wasn't ballin', feel like holidays.
Welcome everyone to this. K Sports broadcast live from the capital city of California, Sacramento. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Now, here's Holmes. To the middle. It's stolen by Capella. Inside. Shot by Collins, no good.
They say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be
easy. And here is Fox. Going inside.
Few players in the NBA have the burst that Fox does. He's so explosive when attacking the rim.
And a bounce-back season for Whiteside. Got the minutes he wanted with Portland and showed he could still be an impact player.
Yes, yeah, he showed he's still a monster when it comes to blocks and rebounds. This year would be the most telling with Whiteside. Got a new deal. I want to see if he keeps pushing himself or reverts to lazy play. And you see Barnes attacking any holes in the D he sees. Love that aggressive mindset.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
Here's Young after the basket by De'Aaron Fox. Young drives in. Holmes with the steal. There's the drive. Barnes can't get it to go. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Guys, I did have a chance to talk with the head coach of the Kings. There are numerous problems that Trae Young presents, but Coach is focused on Young's shooting. After watching the tape, Coach said he'll instruct his defenders to pick up Young as soon as he crosses half court. He emphasized that's not hyperbole. Can't say they don't respect his range. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. Fox goes back up, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Well, Whiteside has been a league leader in rebounds. His long arm scoop up misses.
That one misses for Whiteside. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys that will. So Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy. He was wall or through youth to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set. Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Healed with it. They get a hand on it. Williams with the steal. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Off with the layup. Plays it up and banks it in. Fox has got 6.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
The Hawks trail by 7. Now Williams lets it go from deep. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Fox. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
The Kings started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt earlier.
And De'Aaron Fox, a natural right-hander, but he plays lefty.
Well, he's similar to Mike Conley. Guys like that, more amphibious, I'm just joking, more ambidextrous, that they can use either hand at a high level.
Three-pointer, Snell. Another 3 for Atlanta.
The majority of Snell's attempts come from beyond the line. He's out there to provide some spacing.
And he's just had 1 attempt at the line early.
And, you know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And the first one at the line is good.
Yeah, and that's what you like about Whiteside. I mean, the rim protection, the rebounding, the intimidation factor. I mean, still developing as an offensive player, making strides, but not there yet.
Now here's Williams with the drive. And again, it's Atlanta.
Look, he pounces on a chance when the deep falls asleep. Easy 2.
Here's Fox. It's deflected. They get it back. Here's Whiteside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
You got to keep Whiteside off the glass because he's a huge threat to put misses back in.
And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. It's a 5-point game. Poked away. Fox with the steal. 3 seconds left. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
He wasn't messing around with that finish. That's what I'm talking about. Barnes taking out all margin of...
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Kings lead by 7. Live from Golden One Center. You're watching 2K Sports. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Well, it's part of their strategy coming in, no doubt. And there may not be that much their opponent can do about it.
Kings leading now by 7. Pass to Halliburton. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Now, here is Halliburton. Davis with it. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
That's number 2 on him already. A 3rd foul before the half, and he may be grabbing some time.
On defense, the Hawks. They trail by 7. Shot clock at 5. Collins comes over with the double team. And there it is for him. Wright's got the 2nd quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Kings. The Hawks trailed by 9. And here's Young. Outside Collins. Trying to find Capella. Gets it to him. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And around a minute gone here in the 2nd quarter. Kings leading now by 9. And it's Wright missing. And here's Atlanta.
Yeah, he's a nice pay raise this summer for Bogdan Bogdanovic. I mean, wings of his skill level, highly valued in today's game.
Here's Capella. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Bogdanovic coming off the largest rookie deal in terms of average annual value in NBA history, that 3-year, $27 million deal.
Well, after 5 years playing in the EuroLeague, he was able to negotiate that rookie deal with the Kings. And not headed back to Europe anytime soon. No question, he's an NBA player.
Here's Bogdanovic. And it's blocked. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Here's Collins. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Hunter. Takes the 3.
Well, they get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be given.
And finished off by Collins.
Well, nice to see Capella find the open teammate as he continues to develop his ability to create for others.
Outside, Bagley. Poke loose. The kick out to Wright. Shot clock at 6. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Halliburton's got the lead up to 10 now for the Kings. Bagley brings the double team. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the 2nd quarter. And he's good on the 3 ball. Young's got 6 points.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game. But you can see why after that sequence.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
A 3 ball. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Right side Davis. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
Whatever he made, it was special. Wouldn't matter. It's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
poor rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
Left side, Williams. And Wright pulls it down.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against them. That's just great work inside.
Davis. And nothing but hair on that one. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
A try by Bagley. Molinari brings the double team. And it's Wright missing. The Hawks trail by 7. Pass to Gallinari. Good. The nice assist for Williams. Gallinari's got his first points of the game.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
It's his first trip to the line. Free throw good, Davis. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And it's Williams with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. 7-point differential. And Okongwu has it in the corner. And Okongwu gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And it's Bagley at the elbow. Right for 3. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Sacramento Kings heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. And Young, here we go. And he uses the glass on the layup. Young's got 8 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Young with the steal. The Hawks, another fast break opportunity here. The layup missed.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
To Bagley. Here's Medu. The shot, no good. Collins with some nice D. To the paint. Here's Hunter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
Sacramento making some changes.
Oh, not many players with a more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. Fox with it. He's got 9. 4 on the clock. Good work defensively by Capella. The Hawks trailed by 3.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury. Never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
And the basket is good.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
Now Young. 8 points for him. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young, and Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
Here's Bogdanovich. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. They get Hassan Whiteside.
And nothing deters Bogdanovich. He enjoys going inside and forcing the D to make a move on.
Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint.
Downright lethal in transition. Once Fox gets a step on you, it's pretty much over.
And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Young looking it over. From deep three-point range.
Not his best day from three-point range. I mean, just one in the first half and still looking for his first here in half number 2.
Hield with the bucket.
Well-executed play. Anytime you can Hield something in rhythm off the catch, you've done your job.
Pass to Young. This one for 3. Collins in the post. A second chance effort. And Whiteside sends it back.
Oh, no. Remember, Whiteside has had 10-plus blocks in a single game. A true swatting machine. If his performance this quarter is any indication, I don't think he's the one who's going to let them out of the hole.
Outside, Fox. 6 to shoot. Takes it inside. Whiteside, no good. The Hawks trail by 8. Down low. And stolen by Barnes. .52 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Whiteside. That one misses. Some solid defense from Gallinari.
He's got to be disappointed with his performance, but it'll be easier to swallow if they keep the lead.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. Impressive sequence that has them fired up.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
No, he's a solid team player. He doesn't always look for a shot. He enjoys getting it to the open teammate.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Connects from three-point range. Young's got 11.
That gives him 2 3-pointers for the game. 1 in each half. I mean, he may add to that total pretty soon.
Hield outside. Into the lane. Takes a 3. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Sacramento in control. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Kings leading now by 9. Here's Wright. Excellent D there from Williams.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him enough.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
To the inside. Bagley. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And still a ton of upside for Marvin Bagley. Talk about what you see.
Well, Jay, I see an agile, quick player off of the floor. I mean, we know he can play in the paint. I'm just interested in seeing how well he starts to stretch the game and become a three-level scorer. Yeah, well, not many players were sought after as much as Bagley when he was coming out of high school. I mean, just about every big-time college had him on their radar.
Now, here is Halliburton. Got a piece of it. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. There's Gallinari with the three. The Hawks again can't hit.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
To the paint. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Halliburton's got the lead up to 12 now for the Kings.
Was that a guard or a big? What a dime from Bagley. He continues to develop his vision. He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
Outside, Bagley. And he drives in.
This is what Bagley needs to keep doing. When he attacks the defense, it puts them in difficult spots.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Kings.
All those block shots, that's a clear indicator of the great D they've been playing, not giving them an inch of space out there.
So both teams making some changes here. Both shots good from the stripe. The Hawks trail by 11. Pass to Hunter. Now here's Capella. Collins wide open. He fires. Another three for Atlanta.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. It's Fox with the drive. And Capella sends it back. Just 5 on the clock. Bagley, no good. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Fox with the steal. It's tipped. The drive by Barnes. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Collins.
Oh, I like the opportunistic energy from Barnes right there. Really putting the defense in a challenging situation.
Barnes hits some bolts.
Now, the professionalism that Barnes brings to the floor is invaluable. I mean, he's someone that comes in and wants to contribute in any way he can.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Capella, high post. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Refusing to be tied down, Bogdanovich is fantastic at adjusting his body and shot when he gets hit.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Kings. They've held a 12-point lead early. And it's Fox with the jam.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Young with no one around. Another three for Atlanta.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
Fox goes in, and it's Fox with the jam.
He's fearless when it comes to attacking, scoring on the move. Fox has great body control and composure on his drives.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to hear Nate McMillan talk to his team during the break. He told his guys, that team is not going to give it to us. We have to take it. That means staying aggressive and playing with no fear. Kevin, back to you.
You got to admire the awareness Bogdanovich possesses. I mean, solid at realizing when the D has left someone open.
Pass to Whiteside. There's 48 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. 6 on the shot clock. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
Young, good.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively, hard to close off the lane.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. And that's an intentional foul.
You know, give him credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Well, it's tough, man. When you get to this point in the game, you fought hard, did your best, but it just wasn't enough.
12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so Sacramento again turning it over. Nine seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. For the 3. No good. Shot missing.
Hard work on the boards. A lot of competition for that one. But he's got the lift to be the first one, too.
So the Kings win it. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But in the end, everyone said